Welcome back to the final event of the 2019 CMAS Pool Freediving Championships. My name is Kevin Mitchell from One Up Freediving, here with Arirang, and I've got one of our athletes here to join me for our final set. So can you introduce yourself?
Okay. Hey guys, my name is Kai. I'm a freediving instructor. So it's the first time to compete in CMAS competition this time. Yeah. Normally I compete in the other agents.
All right.
Yeah.
Nice. So before we get started, we've got about 10 minutes before the next dive. You're an instructor, or are you more of an athlete?
Yeah. Instructor plus athlete myself.
Okay, cool.
Yeah, today I define myself. Yeah.
Okay, and today you're an athlete, of course.
Athlete, yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
And what events have you done today so far?
I've done speed apnea 100 meters, speed apnea 400 meters.
You did the speed
and
apneas?
no fin dynamic.
And the no fin dynamic.
Yeah,
cool.
that
And then you're
was
done
harsh.
for today.
I've done everything.
nice.
Yeah.
Yeah, the no fin. Sorry, I guess when I was talking to the crowd earlier, I've only been using Korean names. So what's your Korean name?
Kim Young-tae.
Okay. So
this
yeah,
is my
that's-
Korean name. Yeah.
Yeah. So as everyone knows, you heard his name earlier
Okay.
during the events. Speed apnea. I was talking about that earlier. I've never competed in speed apnea.
I've never
myself.
done it either. The first time.
How did you feel? How was it?
That was very harsh. 100 meters. You know, when you do your final breath and like shooting like a rocket, then turn and come back. But to me, like the problem with the turning,
Yeah.
I couldn't do a flip turn at all because the athletics from the professionals they do. That's why I just have one break, press, and I start again.
Yeah, I was
100 meters.
I was talking with a lot of I was thinking that a lot of the athletes that were probably doing the faster performances are fin swimmers.
True.
Primarily,
True,
not
yeah.
free divers.
They're pros.
Primarily.
Yeah.
And so, right, like a turn, normally a free dive turn, if you'll see this soon actually
Yeah,
with the
underwater,
monofin. It's a nice, slow, gentle, like come up, touch,
True.
turn. We'll
Yeah,
see this very
yeah.
soon. But with the speed swim, it was much more of like a swimming
Baby
flip turn,
flip
kick,
turn,
and push
true.
off.
That's true.
So during the 100, did you take a breath?
Take a breath.
Yeah, okay, because I saw a
That
couple
is
of people
faster
did
than
it.
flip turn.
Yeah, for you, of course,
yeah,
it
for me,
feels
yeah.
more natural.
Yeah.
And then the 400, that's just
400.
that's an extreme CO2 table.
It is extreme.
Basically.
It's not CO2 table. It's interval. Pretty much, you know, the break time up to 30
True.
seconds.
It's
or
not
less
an
than
exact.
30 seconds.
Yeah. So were you watching your clock, or were you just going based on your
Based
your
on my
feeling?
breath.
Just based on your breath. Nice. Yeah. So are you pretty happy with your performance today?
The results are my personal best.
Well,
Yeah,
that's
during the practice. Wow, well, the 100 meters is like close to 50 seconds, but
Okay.
now 47 for 100 meters and 8
Okay.
minutes and 7 seconds for 400 meters, which is I'm
Nice.
happy with that. Yeah.
And as I was saying to a lot of our viewers, like freediving is often a very individual sport.
It is.
Of course.
It
So,
is.
you know, like sometimes you're competing against the other people, and sometimes you're just competing against yourself.
That's true. That's right. Yeah,
It's one of the reasons I love freediving. I don't compete. I'm more of the safety diver in the competitions.
Okay.
But I love competing against myself just on my own with friends or when I do my own practices, of course.
True. Yeah. But this next month I'm participating in the depth competition.
Okay. Where's that?
In the Philippines.
In the Philippines.
Yeah.
Nice. That in Bohol?
Cebu.
Cebu,
Mactan.
okay,
Yeah.
okay.
Yeah.
Oh, nice. I didn't know about. So how deep are you hoping to go?
constant weight, no fin. My record in the other agency is 47 meters.
Nice.
But this time could be over 55 meters. That's
Okay.
what I aim.
Nice. Yeah. No
Hopefully
fins.
close to 60 meters would be good.
Okay.
Yeah.
Looking at the camera now really quick, we can start to see our judges are coming in and they're getting ready for our final set. So coming up here, starting in about 5 minutes, we're going to have our monofin swim, our monofin dynamics. The judges are taking their seats and getting ready. Now, do you also do I mean, obviously you do the speed monofin. Do you
Yep.
do freediving?
Dynamic, yeah. My record is 150 meters.
150. Okay. What do you think is different between a monofin stroke, monofin kick rather, the form and the speed form? Did you do anything different?
Yep. Do monofin dynamic?
Yeah, monofin dynamic versus
two
the
kicks,
speed.
glide.
Right.
Kick, glide. Kick, glide.
I was talking about that earlier.
Kick, no glide there.
I did notice there was a couple of the athletes during the 400 that were doing a kick, glide.
Yeah, I saw the one guy, but he is a fin swimmer.
Okay, and he was still doing the kick, glide.
Yeah.
Still,
Little
that's
bit,
interesting.
little bit, yeah.
And then it was actually very interesting as well with the speed because the last lap there was no glide. It was the last lap. It was just
the last lap.
power
Yeah.
through. You don't need to breathe, and
Yeah.
it was just kick all the way
Yeah, all the
through.
time. Yeah.
So our first event is going to be in about 4 minutes. You can see the names here on the screen. We've got Jun Tae with 샤크프리다이빙, and Haimi with Billidaib. Again,
Hemi is one of my mates.
yeah.
Yeah.
Are you with what's your team?
The Billidaib.
You're with Billidaib as well. Fantastic. And as you can see, Jun Tae just declared 1 meter, so they just want to start with something easy and get themselves at the
I
beginning
know
of the
Juntae as well. Juntae got the 181 meters with the monofin.
Yeah, well, I actually was talking with one of the coaches earlier who said that he has the national record.
Yeah, the other agent.
Yeah, so even though he's probably going to do one of the strongest dives today, it's possible. He is starting off. He declared 1 meter because, as I was saying, it's a bit of a competition strategy. He just wants to go first and get it out of the way. Potentially, he's got his own reasons for wanting to do this. Even though he's going to do a very long dive, the 1 meter declared is not indicative of what he's capable of doing in any sense. So 180 meters is his record. This could be exciting.
So I talked to him
watch.
before.
Yeah.
Then he's planning to go 200 meters this time.
Today? He's
Today,
going.
yeah.
He's
But
going for
he's
200.
already done bifin 150 plus meters. And now
I saw him. I saw him
go.
earlier. He just did the turn.
Yeah,
and
he
then
turned
came
from
up.
there and 150 plus.
Yeah, that was a strong dive. That was
But
very strong.
he started the freediving. It's about 6 months ago.
Wow.
He bought a monofin. After 2 weeks, he got record. Small guy. The fin technique is not really good, but
He's got a killer breath.
you got those gills or what? I don't know.
Something. Yeah, that's amazing. Some people just progress so quickly, and some
And
people take it
I
slower.
asked him the reasons. How you do that? He didn't know. But he feels comfortable. Okay.
He's
He
just
feels
comfortable in the
okay.
water.
All right.
That's amazing.
his answer.
I'm jealous. So we'll see this. They should be starting their dive pretty soon. Both of the athletes are in the water at the moment. We can see them over there, and they're getting ready to do their dives. So we've got, Juntae is going to be in the closer lane to us over here, and then Haimi is going to be in the slightly further away, and she's the one back in the back. So we got 2 minutes before this dive. So since you're a bit more of a professional on this, I'm going to ask you to look at their technique and see if there's things that we can talk about on screen.
Very good.
And we'll see if the crowd has anything to say as well. Every now and then somebody will give us a comment on the side.
Okay.
So if anybody's watching.
How many viewers do we have?
Right now we've got 23.
Only 23. I asked my friend all watching this one live, but no one watched, I think.
We were up to almost 50 earlier at one point, actually.
Okay.
But we just
Okay.
came back, so there's probably people like just tuning back in by the end of the event. It's too bad because anyone who's just tuning in, hopefully they'll come back because we're gonna see a really strong performance here in just over a minute.
Looks like the Hemi, I think she might go to over 100 meters.
Yeah.
Her PB is 100 meters.
Okay.
Nice. She told me that the condition is good today.
She's feeling good?
Yeah. So
Yeah.
over 100 meters, I think.
Again, freediving is such an individual sport, and it really has to do with how your body is feeling. There's so many things you need to do to prepare for a dive day. What you're eating, how much you sleep.
True.
So many things go into it. Did you do anything special for food today?
Food, I didn't eat much today. Only 2 bananas
That's all you've had today.
and
you've done
lots of water. That was it.
Water's very important, of course, as well. All right, so we can see on the screen now we've got Haimi in the top left screen, and we've got Juntae down in the bottom right. And we've got about 30 seconds left before the dives begin. There's the
Such
there's
a good
the 30
honor
seconds.
to watch them from here with you.
It's I'm glad you could join. It's good to have a different set of eyes to be able to look at things as well. Yeah, it's an interesting view having the camera to be able to follow. It's kind of fun.
It is.
All right, so the official top is coming up in 10 seconds, and then the divers, again, with all of the other dives, will have 30-second interval. They can start anytime that they want. So now they're taking their final breaths, maybe doing a bit of packing. We talked about that earlier in the day. All right, and Juntae is in the water, and Haimi is as well. So this is that stroke that you were talking about earlier. It's the kick, quick, glide. One, two, and then glide. Yeah, nice and comfortable. Really, because as I was telling our audience, going for efficiency is more important than speed and power. You want to use as little energy as possible.
Yes.
Yeah, we can keep seeing this. So it's a kick, kick, glide.
Glide, yes. You know, I reckon 50 meters, maybe close to 45 seconds. The dive time will be good.
Yep, sounds about right. And you can see that his form is very streamlined. I was talking about that earlier. He's also
his form is much better than the last time.
That's good. He's improving.
Yeah, he's improved.
So there's this slow turn, unfortunately behind the rescue, our rescue, but we can see how it's a nice slow turn, just touch the wall. Very different from the speed apnea that we were looking at earlier. All right, and Haimi is, you can see, just touching the wall.
I reckon the guy could be diving over 200 meters, which is national record.
Yeah, well, this will be exciting to see. So he declared 1 meter. He has passed that by quite a bit already, of course. And he just passed by that's about the 80 meter mark. And looking up, we can see Haimi's just about to cross 75 meters.
Looks lucky, yeah. This guy is much faster.
Yeah, and as I was, what do you think? Do you dive pretty fast? When you're doing dynamics, not the speeds, are you a fast swimmer?
No,
or a slow
with the
swimmer?
monofins, 25 meter mark, about 22 seconds myself.
Okay. I tend to be actually pretty slow in my dives. And as I was saying earlier, I don't really think speed has much to do with performance.
Yeah,
Some people dive fast, some dive slow. It's really what's comfortable for you.
The guy reached up to 100 meters, 150 meters now, yeah?
Yep, this is going on to the 150 meters.
Good, I think.
Yeah, he's still looking very, very steady. His form is really clear. It looks like he's dropped the kick, kick, glide, actually. Now it's just kick, kick,
now
kick, kick,
it's a single kick, yeah.
They're not very fast kicks. They're nice, slow, big, powerful kicks. You can see this. But he's lost the glide.
Yeah, because it's at the end of the
It starts to get tough, yeah.
Now up to 20 meters.
Yeah, we're at 107.
Well, Henry also hitting 150 meters.
Oh, okay, he came up.
Strong.
All right, let's get those.
Right.
That's where you need to practice that recovery breathing. I was talking about that earlier in the day.
It could be 160 or 70 meters, I think. The Hemi is up there. It's about 130 meters.
Haimi just did her dive as well. And Juntae here, he's
a little struggling.
He's struggling a bit.
Right, yeah.
Let's see what the judges think. And Haimi on the other side as well.
Those guys are.
She was probably at about 130-ish.
30 something. Yeah.
Oh, white card for Juntae.
So this time, this guy is champion of this competition. We got a bipin number 1, bipin number 1, Pacific number 2. Well done.
Yeah, it's a fantastic dive, nice and strong.
Yeah, how such good, huh? It's just 6 months free diver.
That's ridiculous. Some people just have a natural talent, it seems.
It is. The guy must have a gill in behind his ear, I think.
Clearly, he's hiding gills under his suit. I think they have to do some different
or
testing.
Something else in his lung.
All right, our next dive is just about to start. Those were some really long dives, some very powerful dives. So we're getting close to the next set. Our next one, we've got Sung-hee with MDRAkade미 and Yoon Ji-hee with Team Koreafreedivers. We've seen both of these names earlier today, of course, as well. They've both declared 50. We'll see what they actually are going to give us. And they've got about 1 minute to prepare for their upcoming dives. So that was some very strong dives that we've just seen there. It was an amazing start to the day. And the divers are very happy with their performance. You can see,
yes.
you can see up here.
He going to Serbia next year.
Serbia,
For
nice.
sure. Is that Serbia competition in Serbia next year? Yeah.
Yeah, I believe so. All right, looking at the screen now, we've got. Are we missing? I think we're missing one of our divers. We're missing Songhee. She's.
She was the. I don't know.
Our camera is searching for her.
She was the earlier dive. She got blacked out.
Did she black out?
I
this
reckon
morning?
with no fin. I think.
No, I remember that. Yeah. So as I was saying earlier, if you black out at one point, then you're done for the day just for safety reasons. So instead, we're just going to be watching Jihee here with Team Koreafreedivers. All right, and she's off onto hers.
Actually, I know the female divers, but she told me that with the monofins, she trained about a couple of weeks. But she got the 5-fin dynamic record.
Nice.
131 meters.
You can see her technique. She's going with the same that kick glide that we'll often see.
She's using these too much, I think.
It's perhaps. I love the kick glide. It's so much fun. It's so peaceful.
Double
that
kick
glide.
is better. Glide, yeah.
So nice in the water, and you can get so much force out of a monofin. For anyone watching, if you've never had a chance to try a monofin, don't buy one. They're expensive, but if you have a friend who has one, try it out first. See how you like it. But they're fun. They give you so much speed. They do take a lot of practice to use, though.
Yeah, nowadays.
So there's 50 meters.
There's 50 meters ton. I reckon she dives up to 150 meters, probably.
All right, so she's looking still really
meters. Still the same pace with the first 50 meters, yeah?
Yep, looks like she's going at a nice, good speed.
Nice glide. There's an 80 meter mark.
About that, yep. And she still has her glide. We can see her form is staying very
still
consistent.
Got, enough, yeah. It is still
something I was telling them earlier as a safety diver myself. These are things that I'm looking at in the divers, or when their strokes change. That's a sign for me that I need to.
100 meters.
Yeah. Yep. Turning at the 100. She's still got her glide. She's right at the surface. She
could. On surface.
Yeah. See, the problem with this, the surface, you can watch. There's a lot more. The water is pushing her back.
True.
If she was underwater more, which she's now pulled herself under, then she's getting a bit more hydrodynamic.
True.
Oh, and here she's coming up. Where's?
It's about 130-ish. Yes.
Yep.
They're strong. They're always
very strong.
The surface protocol, they're always strong.
She did 130 for bifins as well, just a minute ago. Yeah. And she's looking comfortable, looking at the judges, just waiting for that card.
Look at smiling, huh?
Yeah, she looks happy with that dive. No problems there.
No hypoxic symptoms at all.
Not at all. No. It's good to see. This is what we like to see in the divers. Nice, clean dives, and there's the white card. Well done.
Is the white card yet? All right.
Yeah, she's very strong. We've seen two very strong dives from her today. Yeah, and we're just hearing that Songhee this morning blacked out, and so that's why she was not in our doing this dive. Our next set, we've got Lee Junbin. I know he was here this morning, and Chae Soo-hyuk. These are, as the last event of the day, we've got a lot of people who are going to be doing repeat events. Many people do 2 or 3 dives in a day. I mean, you did 3 of your own.
3, yeah.
Well,
3 disciplines.
And so we've got each of these 2 from Team Muke and from MDR, again, announced 50-meter performance. This is going into our 3rd heat. We've got 10 heats total for the monofin dynamic dives today. So
I have no clue of these athletics at all.
These athletes?
I don't know them. I don't know the teams, but the individuals, I don't know.
Yeah, the teams, we've seen a lot of both of these teams today, MDR and Muke.
Yeah.
So where do you teach primarily? Here in Korea?
Yep. Normally go the Songnam city. There is one diving pool.
Oh yeah,
also the
nice
Olympic 수영장 in the Gangdong area. Also the K26. You know that? Yeah.
Yeah, of course.
So mainly
the
3
Olympic
places.
pool these days is so crowded.
Even
on the weekdays.
True.
You can't do
many
dynamics.
buoys on the surface.
Yeah, dynamics are impossible.
Impossible.
It's good for beginner divers, but like if you want to do any proper training, Seongnam is nice.
Seongnam is good. Yeah,
It's
30
further
meters
away.
length. Yeah.
But yeah, 30 meters away. It's a little bit weird because of that.
But I had a seminar with the workshop with the Alexei Molchanova.
Oh, nice.
Was he here about 2 days ago?
Oh,
3 days ago actually. So I was there and I talked to Molchanova about the freediving and all that. That was good. That was good. You know, always good with the
of course.
champion
Yeah,
class.
I'm sure you learned a lot.
A lot. Yep.
All right, we've got about 20 to 30 seconds here before this next dive will start. Again, up in the top we have Kyungsu. I'm sorry, no. We've got Soo-hyuk in the top and Junbin down in the bottom of our image here. So 10 seconds before official top. Alright, so I can start anytime in the next 30 seconds. Now he's taking a nice deep breath in and push off the wall. And there's that nice glide. He likes pretty straight back, decent form. Again, the same kick glide that we're talking about.
It's pretty fast.
Yeah, he's definitely cruising. I've seen some competitions where the judges on the surface are just running alongside to keep up.
True.
And then both of them
Both are fast.
Yeah, they're both at a pretty similar speed. You can see them in the back camera as well, just making his first turn, and both making their turn at 50 meters. So that's their announced performance, but of course they're going to be doing more.
I reckon he's too much fast. The velocity is way fast.
Yeah, he's lost his kick glide already. He's racing. The safety divers are trying to keep up with him.
Free driving is just slow. It's not really speedy.
He came up immediately. I am okay.
It's as slow as possible. It's longer as possible.
There's a balance
The guy
between
is
speed
at
and
100 meters up.
Yeah, and he just came up at 100 meters. And there's the okay. Also looking very comfortable. Fantastic, more clean dives. That's what we always like to see.
Monofin is always good, I think. But I've done 150 meters to the monofin, but I didn't expect that the lactics in my thigh is a little stronger than what I expected.
However, I was talking about that actually during the speed endurance. I was telling the audience that I would anticipate during the speed that you're probably going to get some pretty strong lactic acid reflex.
To me, after 300 meters.
After the 300?
Before 300
that?
meters, not really strong.
Okay.
Yep.
Yeah, lactic acid is something that we all have to deal with, of course. So our next set of divers are going to be coming up in a couple of minutes. We've got Lee Sung-kwan with 영프리다이빙, who's declared 75 meters, and Na Kyung-soo, who is going to do at least a 100-meter dive. This should be exciting. We're already starting to get some pretty big numbers in the declared, the announced performances. From here, it's all 100 all the way down the rest of the
Kyung-soo is a Finn swimmer. Actually, he was Finn swimmer up to last year, but he's retired now.
Okay.
But
So
his speedy apnea was number one. It was about 33 seconds something, I think.
yeah,
And speed apnea 400 meters also 4 minutes something. So
that fin swimming background can
I don't
really
know
help.
how far you can go.
But I was actually listening to, you were talking about Alexei Molchanova, I was talking about him on stream earlier. I listened to a podcast with him, and he was a fin swimmer in high school.
Sure. Yeah, I heard of it. Yeah.
That background in fin swimming can be really powerful for monofin dives, for dynamic
That's true.
or for constant weight.
Yeah.
Of course.
Well, he told me that I talked to him the other day. So last year he's too speedy when you do dynamic, but this time he said, I go slow.
He's gonna focus on
easy,
slow.
comfortable, then faster. So
Yeah, and he's got the
know.
technique, he's got the form down. It's just a matter of learning the breath. I'm
Because
sure.
he's a person fast is 150 meters.
Well, then this is going to be. Hopefully, this will probably be a nice dive. Let's just
Oh yeah.
see how fast he does. See if he can control his speed.
The funny one, he didn't do any final breath.
What do you mean a final breath? Oh, he doesn't.
Like a final breath at like a free dive.
Not like a proper-
But something different because he's done
Fin
swimming
swimmer.
fin swimming for 30 years.
Right, as I was saying to a lot of the crowd, like the freediving and fin swimming, they work together very well, but they definitely have different training methods.
It is.
And a fin swimming background into a freediving training would be absolutely amazing.
easy.
But you need that extra little bit of freediving.
But the one thing is really, the fit on freediving, they are too fast.
Yep. Yeah, so we've got Gyeongsu, the Finn swimmer, you said, he's up in the top left of our screen now, and Sungwan is down in the bottom right. So both have declared some pretty decent numbers. Should be a good dive to see. You can see the neck weight. I was talking about that earlier. That's to help them keep their buoyancy, because when you're not going fast, you need that glide. You don't want to come up to the surface, and you don't want to sink down to the bottom. So you want to try and get your weighting just right. How much weight do you wear?
2 kilograms underneath the neck.
It looks like about that, because he's not wearing much of a suit.
Yes. Because it's a long capacity, it's normally over 6 liters. So when you put all air in, so your buoyancy is positive.
Right, of course.
So when you're making the neutral buoyancy in swimming pool like this depth, then you have at least 2 kilograms.
I find if I'm not wearing a suit in a pool, I need about 2 or just over 2 kilos if I'm not wearing a suit. If I am wearing a wetsuit, then I need up to 4.
Yeah, but speed aim on the other hand, you don't need any weight at
because
all.
you're going so fast that there's no reason for it. All right, so there's that nice slow, that really clean. You can see that fin kick is coming all the way from their shoulders. Like it's starting nice and early on.
Nice glide.
Good wave. Yep, nice glide.
2 kicks glide, which is good.
Yeah, that's a very, very strong fin kick. Looks very comfortable. You can see he's got a lot of weight on behind him as well. That's what those weights
loft
are.
on and the weight belt as well. Depends how thick your suit are.
Of course.
Then depends.
Yeah, the thicker suit, the more
you
buoyant.
adjust how heavy your weight carry. You can't really see the other.
Yeah, Gyeongsu, he's taking it nice and slow. He's doing what he
he's
said he was
slow,
going to.
much slower than I expected.
He might pop into the camera in just a second. We'll see what happens. There he is, just getting it to the other side. But here we've got Sungwan still continuing, and his form is not changed.
Also looking good.
He's looking really clean.
Looking good. But the kick is a little weaker than the first 50 meters.
Yep.
But the glide is good.
No, he's still doing fantastic, but you can definitely start to see that he's losing a little bit of power. But nothing to be concerned about. Oh, it looks like
he's up. 100
is he up at 100? Yeah. Okay. It looks like Gyeongsu is sped up.
No, it's still going. I think
no, but I mean he's going faster.
Yeah, true.
He has sped up.
He turned.
Let's see if we can get the camera on him. There we go. It was a bit of a fin swim turn, I think.
He's
there's the glide.
He's about 37 years old.
Age is something actually that I've been doing a lot of talking with other friends. Age doesn't affect freediving as it does other sports. You know, a 37-year-old professional soccer or baseball athlete is getting towards the end of their career, but in freediving...
Natalia Molchanova is the mother of Alexei himself. She's done 53 years old age. Turning 150 meters.
150, nice.
Oh, looks like a 200 meters. Oh
he's
my
looking
God.
still very clear. Is he still...
If he hit 200 meters, he's going to be winner of this competition, I think.
He's still got his kick glide.
Oh, it's up. It's up. Wow,
shaking off. Oh, that's
LMC.
No, he's out.
I don't know.
No, that's a blackout. He pushed himself just a little too hard.
Blacked out.
He's totally out. That's unfortunate. As I was saying earlier, sometimes you just got to push a little bit more, and that's where that O2 training really comes in, is learning where you can go and how far you can push your own body. He'll be fine. We've got the safety, the rescue over to him.
Safety guys and medics around.
Yeah, and he's already up and breathing. Again, that's where freediving is a very safe sport, because of the safety measures that we have in place. So many of my friends, when I tell them I do freediving, they're like, "Oh my God, isn't that dangerous?" And only if you dive alone. And so let me emphasize to anyone watching, if you ever try any freediving, rule number 1, never dive alone. Always have a trained buddy. Always.
That is true. The one thing you should
the number one rule.
Must do. Yeah, never dive alone.
Yeah, diving alone is a recipe for bad news, and we want to stay away from that. So
when athletes push there's a limit. So we call hypoxia, which is a lack of oxygen in your body. When certain level reach that, then you unconscious. So we call LMC or blacked out. But this time, unfortunately,
have you experienced blackouts or LMC?
Blacked out once. Yeah, 100 meters no fin, I blacked out.
We'll come back to that in a second. I just want to announce our next one. We've got Baek Sohyun and Son Dahi coming up for our next dives. Both of them have announced 100-meter dives, so starting to get into the big numbers here. Now, blacking out is something that we're starting to see a lot of in competitions, I think, a lot more than we used to these days, as people are learning so quickly. training methods are so much faster than they were 5, 10, 15 years ago.
Yeah, true.
And so people are pushing their limits a lot harder, a lot faster than they were 15 years ago.
Yep.
It's my goal. I always tell students, if you never black out, that's a good thing. I've never blacked out.
You never?
I never have.
Okay.
I've come very close.
All right.
But I never actually have.
That's good. Having a blacked out or LMC is not really good for freedivers, but in these conditions, like competitions and the strong safeties around, and sometimes you push yourself.
Exactly. Knowing that you have the safety there, it lets them push themselves just a little bit past that limit.
But on the other hand, the depth competition, no, never push yourself.
No, depth you want to be much more careful.
Yeah, you might push yourself.
Looks like we're missing our Son Dahi.
Yeah, she blacked out.
Did she black out this morning as well?
I think, yeah.
Yeah, this happens a lot at the end of the day where we start losing competitors. So we're just going to be watching Sohyun here. Maybe he's a fin swimmer as well. He's not part of a team. Actually, I reckon
individual. I don't know the athletic this time. But normally, athletic without suits, they might be fin swimmers.
Yeah, it's possible. So he's declared 100. We'll see what happens when he goes.
Fin swimmers are faster, but not really long distance they go.
Yeah, but with just a little bit of proper freediving training, then they can have some distance.
She doesn't have any glides. Face. The kick and kick.
Yeah, it's a very good stroke. You can see it's starting from his shoulders.
Yeah,
it's a nice wave. But you're right, it's a fin swimming kick.
Yeah.
It's not so
they
much
need
of a freediving
glide, which is they don't really train dynamic as a freediver. But they're good. Still faster.
So he's past 50, keeps going on, and he's speeding up. The rescue divers are furiously spinning to get up to him. And oh yeah, that's a fin swim turn. That's what you were talking about earlier.
She's good.
Yeah, fast. He's pushing. Where are we at now? About 170 or 125.
Oh my god. She's up.
And at the surface. Okay. Breathe. Oh, maybe.
Just double dip it.
No.
Yeah. LMC.
Okay.
Still fine.
And
okay.
Yeah, she's all right. We've got the safety divers. We'll get her back to the surface. She just pushed that little bit. That's what we see at the end of the day as well, when the divers aren't so much afraid of blacking out for later. That was an interesting kick. That was definitely that kick turn.
Yep. Flip turn is very hard to do.
And also the double dip doesn't matter in CMAS.
I didn't know. Okay, then she got a white card.
Well, no.
She got the white. The judge gave her a white.
Just
card.
now?
I don't know.
No,
I think I saw a white card. I don't know.
No, the safety is rescued her.
Okay.
Because Juntae earlier definitely
And
double
even safety
dipped.
touched the diver.
Yeah, Juntae earlier double dipped for sure, but it was okay.
Okay. Still, no one assist.
For CMAS, it was okay rules. Yeah, in CMAS, the thing that they're looking for the rules is pretty much, are they able to control themselves? Even they go back underwater again, if it's under their own control, if they can come back up and give the okay sign in time, it's okay. We've got 2 more 100-meter dives coming up. We're into our 6th set of 10. Sungmin and Changsu with our dives. Maybe Changsu might be another fin swimmer. It's hard to say. Anyone who's not part of a team here today seems to be fin swimming.
Yeah, I know the Sungmin, he's the instructor.
Okay.
He's the static champion today.
Nice. How did he do today? What was the static, do you know?
6+ minutes.
6+. That's
and the
long
wiping
dive.
about 130+. And Morphin, I don't know.
Well, I mean, if he can, this will be, I'm expecting something there then. It's going to be a good dive.
130+, I think.
Nice. Yeah, we're starting to see some pretty big numbers here. We've still got three more sets to go, so good end of the day. Let's see if we can get some more white cards. Hopefully.
Yes, absolutely.
Our next dive will be starting in just over a minute from now, so our divers are getting ready and doing their final relaxation. What do you do in your final minute or two before?
Focus on breathing.
Just breathing?
Breathing. And nowadays I do some little packing a little bit.
Yep.
At the end.
Yeah, some of our viewers this morning were asking about what packing is, and I was explaining to them how it works and how some people pack. There was a couple of people in the statics that did some serious, like 10, 15 second packing.
The world-class competition, I saw the YouTubes. Normally, the professionals, they pack over 1 minute.
Yep, I have seen.
I don't know how to do that, but.
And when you're packing for that long, I mean, you already start your breath hold effectively as well.
That's true. I don't know how they manage them.
Yeah, packing is something that, again, as if you're just getting into freediving, don't worry about packing yet. You see the athletes do it. It's really not something required until you're breaking world records.
Yeah, true. From the beginner to the master level, you don't need to do any packings at all.
Agreed.
So if you improve a little more.
All right, so we're at the official top time for this dive, and they are taking that big breath. It looks like Sungmin here is putting on her nose clip, takes a nice deep breath, and here she's in the water. Changsu up on the side as well, as both of these two guys are pushing off. All right, here's that kick glide that we're always looking for.
Yep. But to me, like, kick a little faster. Hopefully you got some more glide face.
Yeah. He's got a really big kick. It's nice. Very powerful.
Yep.
Very powerful kick. Coming into the first turn. And in the back camera, are we going to see? Yep, there Changsu just came into the back camera. And he's making his turn. Both finished 100.
Sungmin normally doesn't train with the monofin.
Yeah, monofin's a whole new skill. I've played with them a bit, but it takes some practice.
I totally agree. Yep.
They're fun. I really enjoy them, but it takes a lot of practice.
And Changsu, he's fin swimmer. He's the 400 meters, 100 meters, about 35 seconds something.
Yeah, and this is Changsu we've got on camera right now. It looks like
he's good.
Oh, we just switched back over to Sungmin.
He's on selfies.
He's
100 meters.
No. Yep, there he is. It was an interesting turn, arms down by his
it's
side.
Like a Catalina turn look.
Yeah. And he came up just after 100, maybe 110-ish.
But
maybe not quite.
The other side.
Yeah, but as long as he's got 30 seconds to turn around.
Okay.
The safety divers are telling him, nope, that way. And there he goes. And probably still clean. Oh, and it looks like Changsu came up at about the same.
A little longer then.
Yeah, a little bit.
Yeah, 110 little short.
Looks like he was working on his surface protocol there. He's still trying to remember to say okay. Some fantastic dives, over 100 meters.
That's God, yeah.
That is.
But Changsu is a fin swimmer, but he's very slow, which is good.
Yep. Yeah, take that time. Relax into your dive. No reason to rush.
That's the all freedivings are.
Exactly.
Relax and too slow as possible.
I actually find when I teach, because I'm a very slow diver in general, and not too long ago I had a student in my class, and he works out a lot. He's a very strong guy, and he bought some. What were the fins? The Cresigara fins. I'm sure
oh my God, they're the hardest ones.
They're hard fins, and he's a strong guy. He's got really a lot of muscles, and he's got these hard fins. So he was fast, and he was doing his dives, and I'm struggling to keep up with him as the instructor. It's my job now.
Like that,
yeah. He was just fast, and he was very strong. He's a good diver. He did his dives really well, but some people just push themselves through the water. All right, our next set of divers. These people are these divers that have started declaring over 100 meters. So we've got Choi Ji-won from Team Mulke and Kyung-hoon from APN Freediving, maybe apnea. Do you know?
Yes.
Is it apnea?
I know them, both of them.
Yeah.
Yeah, Ji-won is a female. She got 150 monofin.
150,
record.
nice.
And Kyung-hoon, I don't know much of a pull, but he got a 85 constant weight.
Okay. Constant weight.
85
meters.
85 meters.
That's a significant.
But pull distance, I have no idea. Maybe 100 plus.
Yeah, well, if you're, an 85 meter constant weight is generally equal to 150
to 160 plus.
Approximately.
Depth is easier if they do equalize better.
Although, for a really long time, the pool rates and the depth rates were pretty much 2 to 1. But now we've got the pool record at 300 meters, which is more than 2 to 1 from the current.
True.
What's the current depth? 130, I think.
130. Molchanova 130.
He just 130. Yeah.
But Molchanova, the pool, I think 244 meters. Still shorter than
Right.
you.
Yeah. So there used to be a pretty it was very it correlated very strongly, and they've started changing a bit. All right. So we've got our 2 divers here, and on the top left, we're looking at Kyunghun, and down on the bottom right, we've got G1. And they're going to be starting in 30 seconds. Oh, Jungyu Kwak, it looks like there's a comment over in the comments saying that the air doesn't go to the lungs, it goes to the stomach. Are you talking about packing, perhaps? If they're packing properly, the air does go into their lungs, of course. Air in your stomach doesn't do anything to help you out. So hopefully if you're packing, it's going into your lungs and just stretching out the lungs quite a bit, adding a lot of extra liters.
Both are starting now.
Yep. Nice and slow start here, wow. G1 is... What is that, it's a 1... Yep. These 2 are taking their time.
Yes.
Relaxing into the dive, it's a good way to start.
That's what it is.
Enjoy the dive.
Double kick and glide, which is good. Very good. Is it very good?
So I always try and tell everyone that dives is have fun with the dive, enjoy the dive.
Yes.
If you're fighting the dive, it's just going to be so much more difficult for you. All right, our first, coming into that first turn. Yeah, and up in the back, Kyunghun he's taking his time. Good for him.
It's a little slower than but it's okay.
This is the last one?
No, last. Second last.
This, and then
we got
came up. G1 came up already at about...
Okay, well, not really good day today for her.
But she looks really clean. Maybe she just wasn't feeling it. Yeah. And sometimes that happens. Sometimes you're just not feeling the day. It can be tough. So she came up clean. They're giving her a white card. So she didn't complete her performance, so it should be a yellow.
You're going to reach the 100 meters now.
Yep.
He can make a turn.
He's gonna. Yep. I mean, he's declared more than that. So. All right.
He's up now.
Oh, and that's also just under his performance, under his announced. He announced 110, came up at about 105.
The yellow card, yeah.
He's holding on. Can't see what's happening here. Got that fin, those giant monofins in the way. But he looks all right.
He couldn't realize the shallow water. He
you can stand.
Still, you know. You get the result of a dynamic longer, but your brain doesn't work properly 100%. But now it's fine.
The judges are checking.
White card.
Another white card. Although again, he didn't do his announced performance, so it should be a yellow.
Yep.
Would you like to introduce yourself to the camera? We're going to be on air in just a second. We have another guest here today. Some of you will know there we go.
So we are the Billidaib members. So he's chief of Billidaib.
Yeah, you had some fans. Maybe we'll get somebody to comment here in just a second.
Hello.
So this is Billy, the chief
we have
of
44 viewers now. Hey, 44 viewers.
So today we all made it up. Yeah. White
yeah,
card.
you've had a good. All your team have done very well. It's fantastic.
Yeah. No fins. Yeah, 110 meter.
Nice. So our next set here, we're getting into. This is our 7th set of the day. We've got. Our 8th set of the day. We've got Yeonju, who's announced 125.
Wow.
And Pyrgyu, he's done a bunch of dives today. I've seen his name come up a number of times and did 130. Is he? Actually,
I know the Pyrgyu is
he's back there.
last year. CMOS.
Ah, was he?
Yep.
Yep. Both of these two are ready to do a nice strong dive for it. Excited to see what we can do.
Last year he done 150 156 meters monofin. Huge.
Strong. All right, so we've got about 1 minute before they start their dive. Just to let everybody know at home, we're looking at Pilgyu is up in the top left, and we've got Yeonju down in the bottom right of our screen. So about 30 seconds before they do their dives.
Pilgyu done 156 meters last year. Sea Master. Where was it? They France.
With the monofin?
Yeah, in France. Last
France,
year.
nice.
France, yeah, I think. From there.
The world champions? Yeah, nice. Yeah, he's done some really strong dives today already, so this is his last attempt. You can see he's doing some packing now. And there goes, there's the pack.
This is the now personal best 7 plus.
7 minutes. There's all those packing, and he's off. So 1:30 announced.
This kid's much better than last year. Much better. Look at her.
Also
she's
fantastic
long,
form.
Fantastic.
Yeah, it's great
She's
streamline.
I think.
Is she? Okay. That makes sense. Yeah, she's here without a team. Yeah, keeping that back and legs straight is so important. Those arms and out in front just cutting through the water.
Streamline is always important.
Yep. Exactly. Just make yourself just less work for you if you don't have to push through the water, if you can cut through it.
I think she's really good.
So she's making her first turn. Pilgyu's already on his way back he's passing by 75 about now. Now she's taking her time for a swim swimmer.
She's really good, yeah, she's really good.
It's a great dive. Beautiful form.
Yep.
And there's Pilgyu.
They both reached the 100 meters now.
Just about. And Pilgyu's making the 100-meter turn. Nice and relaxed turn, that's important. Finds the center of the lane again. And there's Yeonju coming up on the edge. About to make her turn.
You tried to hit 150 meters now.
Yep, Pilgyu's getting close to 100. We'll see if the camera will get on him in a second. Oh, he came up at about 140.
Yeah, close to.
Let's get that recovery breathing. Yep. Okay. Oh, he's looking a bit shaky, but he'll probably be able to pull it together.
Okay, Yeonju's still going on.
Yeah, Yeonju's
really
coming
good.
up. Yeah, she's strong. All right, Yeonju, just about at that edge. Let's see if she decides to make another turn or just hit the side. It's so
really
tempting
good.
to just come up at the end.
She's up.
And she's up 150
meters.
And let's see. Oh, that's clear. She looks very strong. Just holding onto the edge. Nice clean dives by both of these two. She's just waiting for her card. There it is. Well done. I'm sure she's happy with that performance. 150 meters. It's a fantastic dive. And we're just about to go into our final dive of the day. It's going to be Yoon Seok-hyun with Team Hoog also for 135. Now, something that was interesting in Pilgyu's last dive, I'm not sure, when you saw he came up, he was looking a little shaky.
Sure.
But that's where I was talking earlier to everyone who's paying attention. The recovery breathing is so important to practice because, yes, he was shaky, but he pulled himself together with having good recovery breathing. Get that oxygen in, get that air in. And yeah, you're a little shaky, but you can pull it together. If you don't have that good recovery breathing, you might be shaky, and then that's when you lose it.
Absolutely. So what I teach my students, the recovery breathing, always important, most important part, because the breath up breath up is, you get used to it, and the later the better, but the recovery is at the beginning.
Yeah.
Must do.
Yeah, the
Otherwise,
dive, the dive isn't done until you've done your recovery breathing. Just because you're at the surface doesn't mean you're done yet.
Recovery is the most important part.
Agreed. I remember one time many years ago I was training with some friends that were kind of newer freedivers, and I was just doing some warm-up dives for the day, just really simple warm-up dives. And I was coming up and doing my recovery breathing, like strong hook breaths. And my buddy was saying to me, he's like, Kevin, are you all right? Why are you breathing so hard? These are easy dives. I was like, no, man, I'm training my recovery breathing so that it's muscle memory. I don't want to have to think about it.
Memories. Yep.
All right, so we've got about 30 seconds before Seokhyun jumps into our final dive of the day, and he's declared a 135-meter announced performance. So let's see what he's ready to do. All right, so we're in the official pop time. He can start anytime he wants. He's taking that final breath.
He picks about 10 times.
Yep, that was a lot of packing, but as long as he's within the 30 seconds, it's fine. No problem. There's that classic kick, glide we were talking about.
Yes.
Nice and slow, too.
It's very nice.
He looks very relaxed.
Yeah, gliding also good.
This is probably the slowest monofin dive of the day, actually.
Yep. He's relaxed.
He's looking fantastic.
Good, very good.
That's what I like to see. I like relaxed. Even a nice turn, nice and smooth turn. Slow is smooth.
Looking very good.
Yeah, his form is no change yet. He's wearing a lot of weight.
Yeah, it looks like close to 6 kilograms on his neck.
Almost. How much are each of the small ones on those?
They're 1 kilo
one
each. Yeah, the small
yeah.
ones are 500 grams. And
then
the
the
neck is 2 kilos.
So 2
kilos.
Yeah, there was probably about
yeah,
6.
6 kilograms.
Good estimate. Yeah, he's probably got. I mean, he's putting a lot of air into his lungs, so he needs it. And he's wearing a suit.
Okay, 200 meters.
Look at this. He's so chill coming out to that end. It's so slow. It's beautiful. All right. Finding his starts. So there's 100.
He's defending on the surface.
Yeah, he's a little bit high.
But it's some more. It's good.
He's getting back down there. Yep. He's at.
Yep.
All right.
100, about 25, a little.
Yeah, about almost exactly 125.
Yep.
So that's not his announced performance. He said he was going to go for 135.
Sure.
He came up from his bifins real shaky in the last one.
All right.
So he might be trying to take it a little bit easy after the last one. He managed to pull it together on the last, but it was close.
For athletics today, I've done the 3 disciplines. The last discipline, the lucky things like that. This guy I've done a lot, so which is not really,
True, he's just tired. I mean,
tired. Yep.
the last dive of the day. No, he came up, it was clean. Didn't quite hit his announced performance, but still a good dive. Any dive that you come up clean from is a fantastic dive.
So he, about 5.6 kilograms, I think.
Yeah, it's a heavy one. Well, that was our final dive of the day. So, okay, do you want to say anything? Do you want to tell people where they can
I
find
was
you?
honored to commentate here with him, and hopefully you enjoyed this freediving. And I love seamers. I'm a belong to the Billy Dive.
Billy Dives. You can find him if you go on for Billy Dive. My name again is Kevin Mitchell. You can find me at oneupfreediving.com, of course. It's been fantastic being with you all day today. We've seen some amazing dives by some amazing divers. And I guess we'll be back last year. So thanks for tuning in, everybody. See you around.
See you around.